throughout the regular season. Obviously, these teams have done a pretty fantastic job. HRG a little bit better than Apocalypse Gaming, but in honesty, people were not expecting anything different. HRG coming into this LAN with a 16-0 record, a 35-match win streak. And Apocalypse Gaming here in their first game at LAN with 5 non-newbies gonna try and beat them out. Balance is the first map, Slin, and his middle's getting started.
Yeah, quick fix on quick fix. Banny's taking up his train here now. Looks like the closet rollout for AG. Soldier Rando getting denied right off the bat. Boyd's in trouble as well. Shrugger in on him, takes him down. That's 2 down for AG. Now they're pushing aggressively on this train, but they're in trouble. Down so many players. Tag gonna go down in the background, but here comes HRG trying for this push. Sweater hits a nice kill. Lansky finishes off Kapow, and it's still 3-on-3. Shade is just about to get quick fix, and Dust has it here. Shade's gonna pop first, and Dust backs out successfully. And we should be seeing a repush of AG any moment now.
Indus still has it, don't keep that in mind. As right now they're going to push in. It is a 3 versus 4 though, and something obviously coming in from that corner a little bit difficult considering Banny has already put that stickies all across that train. You see the point has not been picked up just yet. It's a little bit of a weird exchange and nothing has happened. The pop comes out for Indus. And AG, they take firm control of this point, but in all honesty, Shade, he's sitting on that 50% already. I don't think HRG is going to mind this exchange all that much. They're going to leave the point being, but with the advantage that they have, surely there should be the pressure coming out. Point goes down, Sizer as well. With a 5 versus 5, HRG is going to be looking to pressure towards this middle point.
Yeah, you saw that they wanted to get back in there. Shade's so close to getting quick fix here now, but it's not going to work out for them. And they're just going to hold off. They're down a player, and AG want to push to try and force Shade. Looks like they're just rethinking the situation, making sure they're getting buffed up here, getting in Dust this quick fix. And what a crazy first exchange there on that mid fight. It looks like HRG had the lead at first, but then AG were able to take it back on the recap there. And
they forced Banny out so unbelievably early. I don't know if I barely caught that, but he was 12 HP for the longest time. Gave AG the chance to make this one happen, and the underdogs in this match, we have to call them the underdogs. In honesty, they're trying to make something happen here now, but looks like they're just poking, very much so poking around this corner, and with Rando actually going down to a random pipe from Banny, flying across that top outside. It is a 6 versus 5 pocket soldier shot caller for AG down, and HRG making their way towards that middle, popped that one already off. It is a 5 versus 6, keep that in mind. They are in an advantage, but without that quick fix, probably see AG having no problem holding this one off. And now, with their 6th member spawning here any second, they're going to try and push on towards the Spire.
Yeah, you see Tag hiding on the flank there on that right side house. He's trying to fight this combo from AG, or just pushing their way through there. But AG are going to think better of it, wait for Rando to come back up. They have a 30% advantage over Shade. That's going to disappear very rapidly if they don't push soon. Looks like Boink wants to go out of the house, out of patio, and here he goes. Oh, and guess not, eats a little too much damage there and gonna have to slow it down. It looks like Kapow's gonna get dropped here too to Lansky. Indus still hasn't popped his quick fix yet. Shade has his now. 6-on-5 favoring HRG, who are doing a decent job of defending this point. Sizer takes down Rando, AG are 2 down, and now HRG on the offensive.
Yeah, HRG are definitely going to try and capitalize on that. 6 versus 4, making their way in. Medic first. As Shade jumps around that choke hand side. Soldier coming in. Scouts flying in now as well. That is 6 members flying across that middle point. Quick fixes get popped off both sides, trying to keep players alive as much as possible. And AG really just losing their players left and right at this moment in time. See, HRG just doing a fantastic job focusing players down. That's the one thing that we really know about this quick fix style of play that has come up to play in North America, is that if you focus targets correctly, you're in an advantage over teams that don't do that. And whilst that obviously makes a lot of sense, the quick fix forces that extra dimension in play, where team coordination is more important than anything right now.
Yeah, and HRG did a great job using that 6-on-5 number advantage to get into mid and take it down. You do see HRG trying to make their way through upper lobby. Lansky's fighting on the right side of the battlements, and he's just going to slowly wander his way in. Again, Shade has a 40% quick fix advantage over Indus. Squid going to switch over Sniper here, and let's pay attention to this last push. Kapow switches over to Heavy. Heavy's the direct counter to a quick fix, and Squid is also going to be looking to down a player early as well.
There's been so many, like, sort of tactical talks about, you know, the quick fix and everything that comes with it. The Heavy is the direct counter to everything that is quick fix. It looks like HRG, they've realized that they might fancy just suiciding a player in, switching for a sniper or a spy or something like that, trying to take that heavy weapons guy out of the equation. Right now, you can see HRG, they really do not want to push head front into this Heavy. You are going to die if that happens, unless the enemy team basically just messes up. They're going to try and make something happen here. Top hand side, Lansky poking out. See Banny as well throughout that main area. He's landing some stickies, landing some pipes. Lansky definitely the guy poking up here. He's not going to get anything done just yet. And there comes the, I think, suicide from Sizer. He just walks around on the right hand side. cannot actually do anything. Thought it was going to be a suicide play.
He's trying to find a one-on-one.
Yeah, there you go. He's going to get taken down. Sizer, in general, though, a guy that likes playing heavy himself. Have to wait and see if he picks that one up here for HRG. Try and combat the heavy by running away yourself.
Oh, here comes Lansky now, pushing in towards last top right side, takes down Boink and Sweater, huge play, Devilman down for AG, and Dust pops his quick fix early, Shade with a better quick fix coming in now, and Wits on 3, looks like HRG are going to be able to take this round here, 1-0, first map of this first match here at the ESEA LAN playoffs.
Top right hand side push working out very well there for HRG, catching a couple of people of Apocalypse Gaming off guard. When those picks come in, obviously the advantage is there. The plays come out. High Rollers Gaming picks up the first round here at ESEA Season 14 LAN in Dallas, Texas. Obviously a lot of money at stake. And AG, they're the newbies. They're going to have to try and pull this one back. As once again, Benny gets pulled out reasonably well out of that side. Gets suicided by a soldier though. Benny's going to be able to stay alive here. No problem whatsoever as the soldier missed both those shots. And that middle definitely going to go into High Roller Gaming's favor as it's a 5-for-0 exchange already, and a quick fix only now getting popped off guard. That was pretty much spot on, as the play from High Rollers Gaming basically direct countered everything that AG was doing.
It looks like our stream capture is down right now. Our cameraman's game has crashed, so apologize.
RIP.
But HRG didn't lose a single player on that first mid. AG lost all of their players. And now it looks like they're going to get second point here for free. Going to do a little bit of the video cast here. We're live at LAN, so this is typical of, you know, what happens. It wouldn't be TF2 if we didn't have something happen. It looks like HRG get that Spire capture down again. 6-on-6 here. Kapow switching over to Heavy. Squitter on Sniper, but Shade has a 40% quick fix advantage, and they're getting ready to push it now. Lansky exploring that top right. He's gonna go into the top right once again. Quick fix is popped. He's trying to force out this enemy right side spawn door. He's able to get it off successfully, but they can't get towards the point. This Heavy is doing such a great job of denying them, and AG are able to hold on to this last just a bit longer. Boink takes down Shrugger. Tag going down as well, and HRG are down 2 players. They're gonna have to call this off as it does pops quick fix. Yep.
Yeah, counter push gets popped off here. The quick fix. Do some work and a full pocket soldier heal. Kapow actually walking his way out there as heavy weapons guy as well. He's going to manufacture himself on towards that balcony, but can they push through here though? I don't think AG can make this one happen as Rando gets a little bit caught in that door, gets taken down as well. And obviously with Kapow and heavy, he needs to run for his life, but he's going to get caught off here by a couple of scouts. 89 HP onto him. He gets taken down, and with Boyd dropping as well. That is 3 players down for Apocalypse Gaming. Rando obviously spawns, but it is a 6-versus-4 with the quick fuse ready to rock and roll. High Rollers Gaming looking to put the 2-0 on the board.
Yeah, Lansky toward the top left gets an easy pick onto Sweater before going down himself, but Banny stickies up the point, and HRG make it 2-0. And HRG, once they have the lead, they have such a hard time giving that one up. AG are going to be in trouble taking this back.
We've said it before, High Rollers Gaming so far a 35-game win record in a row, 16-0, 2 seasons in a row, and last LAN, 3 wins in a row. It is unbelievable what they've shown so far, and so far, heading up towards a win in their first game here on the first map, the ESEA Season 14 LAN.
And HRG now going for that closet rollout, getting aggressive on the top right side. Shade gonna hold back a little bit. Meanwhile, AG taking over the enemy train. So it's a bit of a weird exchange. Tag is gonna go down. Boyd goes in for the bomb towards the combo, and Squitter gets a pick onto Shrugger. Wow, lots of players going down on either team, but still 4-on-4. And with Injustice down, Trade is gonna have a huge quick fix advantage here. Sizer is gonna take down Squitters and Sweater. And HRG now coming away with this first mid.
Squitter and Sweater, I like it. That sounds great. There's a little bit of synergy coming into it. We see the bomb coming in, trying to actually take Shade out of the equation. That's not going to happen as Rando drops to the floor to the stickies of Banny, and as the pipes land onto Kapow as well. HRG picking up the next advantage, basically, in their way towards victory. 2-0 on the board. The middle gets popped up. Medic has an advantage. Everything is going into the Reds' favor so far.
Looks like Injustice switching over to Kritzkrieg. Kritzkrieg is the counter for quick fix there, and they're going to try and make a stand on second point. They're probably not going to be able to hold it for too long, but they just want to slow down Shade just enough there for Injustice to get this quick fix to defend last.
You're going to see this sort of slow push onto Spire happening right now. They're not actually getting capped on going. Now comes the medic on towards that balcony. I love that play. Lansky and Shade coordinating that perfectly. Dropping on in there, getting the couple of picks down. HRG, they're not going to stop anytime soon, Slin. I can tell you that one. They're going to make their way in. Top left-hand side. Quick fix, not ready for Indus, just at 99. Now he pops that one off, but he needs to heal his player before he can heal himself. And as they drop to the floor, Sweater and Indus going down. Squitter going down. And AG already 3-0 down. So High Roller Gaming pick this one up once again.
Yeah, this is going to be halftime here. And wow, that was a quick first 3-0. We knew that HRG was going to do well in this matchup, but this is just a little bit too well. AG are having a hard time there, and the first mid, they won it, but then after HRG took it back, it's really been all HRG since then.
Now, you gotta help me out here, because obviously I'm European. Is this sort of half-time? Is there a set time for it, or is it just whenever anyone's ready?
About 10 minutes. We're going to bring in our analysts today.
Yeah.
We have one of the players who are on the 5th place invite team this season, Blank, the pocket for Matt. And Blank, welcome to the cast.
Hello.
So you took that first half there. What are you thinking? What do you see?
Well, so far, the mid-fights that have been going HRG's way, AG players just kind of extend into the block. Like, Shade likes to play that closet side with the combo demo, and players from AG just kind of overextend into it. Like, the first round that was relatively close, like, the clincher was when Endus decided to try and save his roamer, but, like, when your heal beam is too far away from somebody, it's, like, not worth it to go back in. But, looks like second half is starting.
Makes perfect sense, so obviously we're going to have to wait and see if AG can improve onto what they've been doing so far. 3-0 already on the board. As the second half starts, we're going to see pretty much the exact same thing happening. And AG has to come out first. Shade going down to Sweater, well played to him. And this might be the opening that AG was looking for. It is a 2-for-2 exchange so far. They got to keep Indus alive. They really got to keep him alive with the pressure. Sizer and Shrugger going absolutely mental. 4 picks apiece. That was fantastic. Not obviously vault 4 picks apiece. That will be an 8-man team for us, dude. That's not happening. 4 picks between the two of them. Absolutely brilliant play from the scouts from HRG. And at the point where I thought, you know what, AG might actually be able to pick this one up, HRG are showing why they're the best.
Yeah, Sweater threw 6 stickies on his train to take down Shade Ginning, but past that, it was all tag. Sizer and Shrugger going crazy on that first mid. Now Shade is going to switch over to Kritzkrieg, and AG looks like they're already on their last point. Again, sniper heavy setup to defend. And again, on Kritzkrieg, but Shade, he did it first, so he's going to have a very large advantage over Indus.
Yeah, obviously you need to wait and see how exactly this Kritz is going to get paid off. It is not impossible to stop. Like a Pyro, for example, could be a very good one, but they need to see it coming, and I think that is the main problem at the moment, that AG doesn't really know exactly what is going to come their way. Shade did go down, picked up that crit streak, and now the pressure is going to come down. Here we go.
Yeah, and looks like Tag tried to make a little sacrifice move and trades with Boink. So both members down for either team. And Shade has kind of put the pause move on here. I mean, he could have rolled in with this Kritzkrieg advantage, but they've sort of evened it out. And you can see from AG's perspective, they're expecting a quick fix on the other end.
And it might actually crits in first. I would not be surprised the crits comes in now from that bottom hand side. Banny goes down pretty much immediately. That's what I'm saying, right? Like the crit scheme, it can be stopped. It is difficult to do, but it can be, and the stickies were not fully effective. Now AG, they're sort of coming out of their rabbit hole right now. We're going to see if they can get some picks done with that heavy from that main hand side, but Squid going down here, it's not going to be into their favor whatsoever. Lansky picks up one as well, but the flank comes in, and as Sweater and Boink both get a kill each. It looks like they have an okay exchange. Tigeron put the pressure down onto the point, though, forces them back for the time being. But AG, they have a window to push towards Aspire, and they're really, you know, very tempting towards it. They need to be unbelievably careful, though. Losing 1 or 2 players right here can mean the difference between winning the round and losing the round.
And now you see us with that Kritzkrieg advantage over Shade. Looks like Sweater on the side, Spire getting ready for this Krieg to go. Meanwhile, Sizer is playing Sniper and making it difficult for AG to push out of this. He has such long sight lines from the choke there. Gonna make it difficult, but Banny's gonna go down that on the flank there, and looks like AG are gonna have a huge advantage now to push mid.
Yeah, and this Kritzkrieg obviously is going to hit on towards this middle side, no problem. Soldier comes in first, Roamer flies across the point. With Kapow going down, that is okay. I don't think they're going to mind that all that much as HRG just covering the flank first. And this Kritzkrieg not going to do anything. HRG no problem, just dropping out of that one. And here comes the counter Kritzkrieg. Banny is being locked up, and the guy's going to have to get his aim going. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Banny stick is flying across the point, and a sticky trap from Sweater is going to say completely no to that. As Banny drops to the floor once again, AG getting the advantage going. And this round specifically, it looks like AG's got their things ready. The second half is doing work for them at the moment.
Yeah, after they pushed out a last successfully, they've sort of been getting a better hold on this game, and Dust's gonna have a 30% critical advantage. Meanwhile, Tag fighting on the flank. He's down to 9 health, in a bit of trouble. Looks like Shrugger's trying to help him out there. Looks like he's gonna barely be able to stay alive at that forward spawn. Meanwhile, AG have taken over the Spire, and Dust with that crit advantage force HRG to just back out of there, and Shade's gonna try and get this crits in time to defend last.
Both teams obviously still running that crit streak, 90% on the Shade. He's almost there, he's not there completely yet. And Sweater obviously so far getting the better part of Banny. Can he do it this time around as well? guessing Sweater's just going to come from that bottom hand side. Is that the way they're going to go? They're going to go from top. There's a little bit of a decision making. It looks like AG might try and fly and stick in from the top left hand side. As Sweater looks, puts one down. Was not a crit though. It looks like they're going to go into a stalemate scenario instead. Neither team really feels the need to go in first, but here we go, HRG. Going to get the pick up to Rando. Sweater gets that crit screen. The crit screen's not going to do anything just yet. They're coming from towards the top hand side. The damage gets done onto Bani. It's not going to be enough, and it is a 5 versus 5. Still, either team can take this, but obviously with the heavy sniper from HRG on last, they're very much so tucked in. They're very tough to break here for Apocalypse Gaming.
I love that decision by Lansky to try and take the crit streak to them, even though they're on defense right here. Bit of a risky play. This is the first time we're seeing HRG really on defense on their last point at this LAN, and meanwhile on AG's end, Kapow is switching over to Sniper. So we might see things sort of stalemate out as Kapow waits for a pick through main.
Both of these medics obviously just building up that Uber as fast as possible. Indus actually doing a surprisingly good job considering that he popped that much later. Actually pretty much caught up, and I don't think Shade is going to be able to capitalize on this one with High Roars Gaming. They're going to have to wait. Let's see, are we going to see Suicide play or are we going to see All-In play? That is the thing that I'm wondering. Probably going to try and sneak some crit sticky in here from Sweater. Have to see, is HRG going to bring that crit strike to them, or are they going to wait for AG to make the move?
They've heard the sniper here now, and Lansky's going down to try and contest that, and Sizer's gonna take down Kapow, so 6-on-5 favoring HRG, and now it's a bit of a delicate moment. If you try and push out with this crits, you might get crits upon by AG. So it looks like they're gonna let it sit, stalemate out, and HRG are the type of team that they take risks, but not too big a risk, and they don't want to give up any easy rounds to AG here.
Definitely, and it looks like AG, you know, they're the team, they're the newbies in this LAN. Like, we can sugarcoat it all we want, but that's just the way they are. 5 of their players with no previous ESEA LAN experience. Only Sweater has a LAN on the board, I think in Season 8 or something like that, a long time ago as well. We'll have to wait and see now exactly what's going to happen here. As AG, they're waiting. They're waiting very, very cautiously. They really do not want to mess this up, because this is a round they want and kind of have to take. If you're 3-0 down, you want to put that one on the board. They're going to try and make their way through and at least get a free pick or something like that with this crit streak before they get capitalized upon by the members in blue.
Yeah, and let's just point out how far the metagame has changed right now with this season with the introduction of the quick fix. I mean, we're watching crit streak on crit streak here at last, such a delicate moment, and not something we've seen the likes of before in any other LAN.
Sniper versus sniper up top right hand side. Looks like the Soldier actually ruined that one. As both Sizer and Kapow met each other on towards that top hand side, and Kapow actually shooting towards those stickies onto point right now. It's really going to come down to the snipers most likely to see who's going to make that first move. Or I say snipers, probably just the off class in general.
Well, think about if you're
what's being played.
If you're AG, oh, actually the crits is going to come in. Rando crits is on the top left side and does get a pick onto Sizer. Capcom on the point. Heavy drops down to try and stop it. Rando gets that pick as well. Crit streak on the other side. HRG 4-on-4. They have an advantage here. Kapow while sniping from it.
Oh, he's okay. Tagarung actually snuck his way in. Indus has been okay. And AG at the moment 4 versus 3 Slin. I think they can do this.
Yeah, it looks like AG gonna go for this repush, and there's so much cap time on last. Vanny has that stickied up, but it's difficult for AG to find their way in here and decide. Oh, there goes a pick now for Kapow through main. Sizer's gonna pick that one up. Still 5-on-5. Indus with a slight crit streak advantage.
Bani. He's completely out of position. Bani's actually, oh my god, they're rushing the point. I love this play. Oh, I want to see this in Europe, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way it is. Adelman overextends on towards the top hand side. They rush Medic Soldier from that main area. They completely it's like a 6-pool in StarCraft. They just rushed that one out. Took that point, and now the 3-1 is on the board. HRG see if they can recuperate themselves and put themselves back into this lead. Obviously, with a 3-1 scoreline, AG still in a little bit of deficit, but this middle could prove to be a game changer.
Yeah, Shade is on quick fix. Indus is on crit streak. Sugar gets the first pick onto Boink. Meanwhile, a scout fight underneath. 2-on-1. AG has a lead there, but no. Sugar gets the pick onto Squid, and Kapow's now in trouble. He's gonna get cornered in the valley. And that's gonna put AG 4 down now as Shade pops his quick fix, and Indus still on crit streak there with Sweater alive in the yard.
Yeah, Sweater's completely on his own, basically. He's going to try and make his way out. Lansky just shoots him out there. Well played to him. as they immediately cap off this middle point as well. Spire is going to be HRG's property at the moment as well. So they're already ×4 onto that one. And AG, I mean, we can put the prediction down. They are running crit streak at the moment. They're probably going to go heavy sniper. They might not for the time being, obviously, because they have the advantage. So they're going to have a little bit of a poke first, but they're waiting for Sweater. He only just respawned. So they're waiting for the Doman to come back into play. That's when they're going to try and put some pressure down. It might be too late in honesty. Shade's already going to have that 100% quick fix ready to rock and roll. And obviously with the quick fix, if you play it right, you can deal with a crit streak, but it's tough.
Yeah, Tag goes for a sacrifice play there, and that's going to force that crit streak now. Sweater takes down Lansky. The AG are trying to find some more picks. Sizer playing heavy on the main. But yeah, AG are playing really aggressive there because quick fix is defeated by crit streak. So they're trying to hold forward now and maybe make a play onto Spire. And Dust, you see him wandering around on the battlements. He has nobody to heal, finally being joined by Rando. But at this point, now Shade is going to have a quick fix advantage, ready to push last. And it's going to be difficult for AG to hold on to this forward hold any longer.
I would not be surprised to actually see them go heavy sniper once again. They've been doing that all game. Obviously, it hasn't been working for them, considering they're 3-1 down, but the hold has not been the problem, basically. The last hold has been perfectly fine for AG. It's the middles. There you go. Squid picks up sniper. Kapow probably going to go into spawn. There you go, heavy weapons guy. And this is going to be the standard form of what we're going to see, ladies and gentlemen, probably all weekend long. It's a lot of quick fix play combined with the usage of Uber Charge and Crit Streak, sort of, you know, alternating between the two. Whenever you see quick fix into play, there's going to be heavy weapons guys as well, and even the sniper is going to have to make a play into that one because they just countered a quick fix very, very well. And HRG doing what they've been doing throughout the entire first half is they wait until they get a pick, and that's when they're going to go aggressive.
Yeah, it's really all on HRG here. Up 3-1 in the second half. And Lansky exploring that top left side. Meanwhile, Shrugger Tag going down. So that's a weird little 3-man sack on Badlands last that we haven't seen before. And now AG, it's their turn to move on the offensive. They have Kritzkrieg, remember, so Shade's got to play very, very, very defensively, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone is respawning though, and Sai's actually still a heavy weapons guy. He's going to try and sit on towards that launch pad, seeing what he can do. Here comes the pressure out. The crit streak probably going to get popped off here. It's a little bit late though. I don't like that at all. As Indus pops that one off, but Kapow's already gone down. Cannot use that crit streak at all to their advantage. But it's okay. It's okay. They're still not too bad. But it looks like HRG, they're going to put some pressure onto last here. Everyone is in forward spawn, or at least somewhere across that balcony. So Shade and the rest of his team making their way throughout the main lobby. Put the pressure here onto last Slin. I don't think they can take it though, as Sweater and Kapow just doing the hurts. Heavy now goes down as well, and the flank comes in from the soldier. Soul comes out, and as Shade picks up the kill into Boink, he's gonna get out, but Squid comes in, assassinates that guy out of the air. Well played to AG so far for shifting it up, putting the aggression down, but there's one scout on his way to last. I doubt he can make it though. It's probably Shrugger. He's decided to make his way back.
Yeah.
But it made AG choose, and they ended up choosing to go to last instead of capping that Spire.
That's so difficult for HRG. Shay was backing out. He died at 97% quick fix. A nice job there by Squitter to pick up that kill. Shrugger's gonna go down here now as a 6-on-5. AG still trying to make their way out of last. The Crit Creek is popped out in the yard. Rando getting juggled away, and now Sweater's gonna take the rest of this quick Creek. Oh my goodness. Meanwhile, Tagrom going for a bomb on the main and does get the kill on the Indus. Huge play there. 5-on-5 now. HRG gonna push into yard.
And oh my god, I see a medigun on the Shade. It's the first time we've seen a medigun all game so far, but he's on 70% of that. And as obviously they lose the Spire, it is alright because there's a lot of players of AG going down. It's the main trap on Badlands. If you push from last to Spire, if you lose only 1 or 2 players, you can get it turned around on you. You can see HRG, they're actually taking it very easy. They're pushing onto last more so than capping the Spire. They're waiting with capping that Spire. And did they genuinely forget? No, there we go. Shrugger's actually going to stand on top of that one. Uber gets popped off. Indus is very weak. He gets taken down. And HRG just ravaging people across here on towards his last point. 1 pick so far. It isn't fantastic, but Vanny's sitting very, very safe on towards that main area, just launching stickies on towards that point, and HRG doing so much damage. AG is going to have a difficult time blocking that one out, and here comes the pressure, here comes the cap, and a 4-1 is on the board.
Yeah, it's sort of that interesting rock, paper, scissors play of, well, Quick Fix beats Uber, but, you know,
yeah.
Kritzkrieg beats Quick Fix, and then Uber beats Kritzkrieg, so HRG doing a nice job. Yeah, but Shay switched over to Uber there and really got that win for HRG on last point. And now it's match point here for HRG in this first map.
Double quick fix once again. They're going to make their way on towards this middles really, really fast. And look at how aggressive Sweater is. I like that play from him. Let's see how HRG is going to be able to deal with that one. They kill Squid first. Both scouts are now down. But for the time being, You see Vanny going down now to the forces of Rando, and AG having a surprisingly good middle, but they're sitting all in towards that Valley side. It gives Lansky an opportunity here to make some stuff happen. Both quick fixes gets popped off. There's a lot of players still alive there for AG, and as I say a lot, it's only one more, let's be honest, than HRG. Can they pick off those players though? I really do not think they want to go head to head with Lansky. They're just going to take the point and be happy with their winnings there.
Yeah, and HRG got to take whatever they can get at this point. Not quite sure how much time is left in the second half, but AG's got to be feeling the pressure. They have to make up 3 rounds to send it into overtime. And we see HRG actually exploring their own house, maybe considering making a move. Deciding better of it there.
I don't know, man. Like, both of these teams, we've been speaking to Lansky earlier, and he said very clearly, if both teams are running quick fix, you get stalemates so often. We saw that in round 1 or round 2, I believe. Now, obviously, with Rando going down, we're not going to see a stalemate. HRG is going to be see the push. Here we go, popping that one off early. Indus going to do the exact same thing. So at least we're not going to have a stalemate, ladies and gentlemen. What we are going to have, though, is HRG backing their hell out of there. They're going to try and get a pick onto this one, but there's a lot of flank play happening for AG at the moment. A lot of players buffed towards that side. As HRG right now pushes in, AG is going to have to try, don't get caught off guard. Indus only off HP. He's going to have to be very careful. With losing Sweater, AG is going to have to run. The question is, how far are they going to run? Because HRG, they're not stopping. They're coming towards this Joe, dealing the damage. And as Rando goes down, Indus doesn't know what to do. He drops the hell out of there. And yes, they get the kill into Banny. But AG really just got overrun by the pressure from the Blues here.
Yeah, really nice job by HRG going in with that 6-on-5, winning out on mid. Gonna get Spire now, and actually rolling the way towards last. Lansky gonna jump shade towards the top left, and quick fixes pop now. And does 95%, he's almost gonna get it, but no. Yeah,
he has it.
Yeah, there he goes. Rando trades with Sizer. 5-on-5 now at last. Kapow juggling up Tagrong in the air. He's gonna go down. And AG are now gonna try and get out of last once again.
Again, they need to make sure that they don't fall into that trap, though. It's a 5 versus 4. They are okay, but they need to make sure. Don't lose your devil. There's a soldier right there waiting for him. See the scout trying to put some pressure down as well, but Kapow really cannot make this happen. And AG, you can see the health across the board. They're not very healthy. They want to go and back off, build that well, quick fix off. Technically, it's been they're actually a long way down. I don't think Shade knows this, but AG's dropping out, not going to put the pressure down. They're going to wait, they're going to heal up, get that heavy weapons guy and sniper back into play, and HRG virtually able to do absolutely nothing right now.
Yeah, it's difficult. You'd think they'd want to rush it in with that advantage, but you got to be careful about that heavy sniper, and HRG is the kind of team that'll, take a step back, take a breather. You're up 4-1 right now, and this is their game to lose.
Definitely HRG. Very much showing the advantage right now. I really don't think they feel the need to push right now. They're kind of just sitting there and being like, well, if AG overextends and we get a free pick, yeah, then we can go and do some fun stuff. But right now, we don't really have to. And there you go. Boink goes down. Sizer gets dropped, though. It is a 2-for-1 exchange, and that is something HRG is going to like. Shrugger goes down. Both scouts are down for HRG here. And this looks like actually suicide play. They forced that quick fix out of Indust. They know that has happened. And right now, suddenly, AG, yeah, you can put some pressure down on the top, Sweater. You're just going to give your life for that one. That was a mistake if I've ever seen one. And Lansky's just going to say, thank you very much. We're going to quick fix into here. And with the rest of our team, they are not going to deal with that. Because, ladies and gentlemen, a heavy weapons guy counters the quick fix pretty damn hard.
Yeah, I mean, they did a great job of forcing the quick fix of Indust. Oh, it's like Shrugger tries to make a play on last. No, it doesn't get. But yeah, but HRG, they just rushed their push back in there and used up their quick fix against the heavy rather than waiting for their players to come back up. So that's going to give AG a chance to get out.
And they're keeping Boink until last, and obviously with Rando being down as well, they have no soldiers with their combo. It's difficult to do. They have a heavy weapons guy there. Now he's juggling people, gets taken down. Indust, he does pop off that quick fix once again. It's a little bit late. Point has not actually been capped. I was waiting for that announcer call to happen. Did not actually end up happening. And now, with that quick fix, HRG shifting it into next gear. Get one pick onto Rando. He's definitely not having a fantastic game so far. And as HRG presses in, the back up happens. I love it. I love it. I love it, Boink. Very well played to him. Sneaks into the back, caps that one off. And everything HRG does, it's going to hurt. Trust me, it's gonna hurt. But they have capped the Spire, and Tagarang and Boink are actually dueling it off there towards the Spire side. Here we go, MG, ladies and gentlemen. AG has played yesterday, but Tag misses the air shot, gets the follow-up though. And that Spire is gonna get capped, but it's gonna take a long time. And HRG just basically wasted that because they weren't paying attention.
Well, they were trying their best to spawn camp AG and allow the respawners to contest the Spire and get it back. Actually, they've done that now by pulling back and getting that Spire down. Shade has a 50% quick fix advantage over Inda. And AG now can play forward, maybe trying to think about getting a force, but HRG now starting to move their train forward.
HRG, you can see them like they're expecting a heavy weapons guy in Kapow. Yeah, there you go. He's switching that one out. I gotta be honest, as a European commentator, I was a little bit curious about how this game was going to progress, but I can already see the Kapow cannon coming in, right? Just a heavy weapons guy. Anytime a quick fix is being used, stuff is easy, man. Don't worry about it. As we can see, AG holding their way onto last. Both teams have that quick fix ready to rock and roll, but as we've been seeing throughout the entire game, it feels like this game should be less stalematy because of the quick fix, but in retrospect, it is more stalematy because you just have Ubers more and more often. It makes it very difficult to do anything. AG gets the pick on the Sizer. Doubt they're going to do anything with that, though.
Yeah, but Boink is exploring that bottom left side. He's thinking about poking into lobby, encounters Tagger up, and a scout's going to get here to try and finish him off. That Shrugger, taking him down. It's going to be 5-on-5. Sizer going to come up as a heavy. Meanwhile, Lansky begin to push into last already, poking that top right side. We've seen this a couple of times here in their last pushes. Lansky's gonna think better of it and back himself up. It's interesting that they don't take it directly into the enemy combo. They try and take it top right and sort of gain some extra ground that way. Take that high ground, and here they come again. Now Lansky, top right side, quick fix is popped by Indust first. And now Shade pops his second, so HRG have the advantage now, pushing in towards last. Tigrone, bottom right, takes down Boink. He's got onto Sweater as well. He's gonna go down, Sweater down as well. And this looks like HRG are gonna be able to finish this off. Bandit's putting stickers on the point. HRG stacking it, and that's gonna be the first map there. 5-1 HRG over Apocalypse Gaming.
Yeah, they forced that quick fix out of Indus. Very well played to them in the first map, going in towards High Rollers Gaming. And in honesty, I don't think anyone expected something differently. The way it happened, though, was a little bit weird. I think we can all say very clearly that is a game we haven't seen this very, very often. Like, at least I haven't. This quick fix play combined with Crit Skreek and one medigun. Like, it's very difficult to predict what's going to happen. But obviously, for that, we have a guy sitting on the side, ladies and gentlemen. We have an analysis desk here at the ESEA stream. And that analysis desk only features one guy, but it's one guy who knows everything. You heard him during halftime. We're going to hear him again. Blank, what did you think about that game?
Well, that game, overall, I felt like the pushes out from AG were just a little bit sloppy. Like, every time, you know, they get a pick on HRG and decide to push out, like, they just end up walking into a Banny sticky trap, and, like, that would definitely throw a wrench in the works, and, like, that made pushing out at last really hard. Another thing, too, like, there are two things about them running the heavy off class. Like, they'd always run the heavy with the combo, and you saw it in that last push, like, Lansky just walks in on the top right, kind of uncontested. Because when you run a heavy, you know, you're down a scout, so your flank is weaker, and HRG was kind of able to exploit that. And I don't know, just HRG kind of outplaying AG, in a sense.
Yeah, HRG had a lot of good mid fights there, and once they took mid, it's very difficult for AG to take it back. You saw them running different things, Crits Krieg, quick fix, but you know, they were able to hold last decently, but trying to get back into mid is very, very difficult. So check out the stats that our cameraman TrukTruk has brought up. Big Lansky on the board with the most damage on his team, 12,504. Banny close behind at 11,005. Meanwhile, for AG, Sweater is doing the most damage for his team, followed by Rando. So, you know, it wasn't that one-sided, but at the same time it was. I mean, AG put up a good fight, but that's what we expected. The result was, you know, HRG taking the lead there in that first map in this best of 3. Getting the word from Killing in the name, our ESEA admin on site. The second map is going to be decided by a map throwout, I guess you call it.
Yeah, it's like a veto system. It's a little bit weird. I somewhat like it though. Like ESEA has decided this is the way we're going to do it. I don't know if they've done this in previous seasons. I have not casted any of the previous seasons, so I do not know that. But they picked the first map. Very simple. ESEA said we pick the first map of any game ever. Badlands is the first map here, and after this we're going to see Mix-Up going up against Tryhards. Badlands is the first map there. After that we get all of Gully Wash, anything. They pick the first map. What's going to happen after that is there's going to be a veto system where both teams veto one map that they don't want to see, and I think straight afterwards it's like both teams... what is it? I don't know exactly how it works, but basically they're vetoing maps and then they're picking a map, and then the team that lost the first map gets to play their map first, basically. I think that's the way it works. Yeah,
so AG lost his first map and they get the first veto. AG chooses to veto CP Process, then High Rollers Gaming vetoes King of the Hill Viaduct, and AG is picking CP Granary. So the next map will be Granary. And again, this is best of 3. HRG have the lead 1-0 right now. Again, we're having a Twitter contest at teamfortress.tv. The mods in chat will be posting it there, but you have a chance to win a number of TF2 items, including an unusual for the person who gets the most predictions right. So you tweet at teamfortress.tv with the score and the winner. My tweet, I predicted 5-2 on this first match, HRG. But if you get, you have to get it exactly right. You have to get it exactly right.
5-2 is not going to cut it, man. You had to predict 5-1. If there was anyone out there predicting 5-1 and AG losing, HRG winning 5-1 on this first map, Badlands, you have a chance of winning yourself, prizes and stuff like that. We're going to do it for every single map. So head on over to Twitter. Make a Twitter account if you haven't already. I mean, Twitter just in general is basically the place where you can find all the information with regards to scores of this LAN and everything like that. If you say anything, if you tweet anything, #ESEA LAN is going to be the hashtag we're using. Hashtag teamfortress2 as well, or hashtag TF2 is the one we're using. Obviously, you can follow Slin as well at Mr. Slin. And you can follow me at Patrick Ledge, and obviously at teamfortress.tv is the place where you want to tweet everything to your predictions. Granary is going to be the next map. It looks like, as you said, Slin. So if you want to throw in your predictions at teamfortress.tv, predict your score onto Granary, say who's going to win and with what score, you might have a chance of winning yourself some fantastic prizes.
So we're gonna take a short break here in between these matches. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's really early in the morning. I had to wake up at 7 a.m. my time.
It's really not. Sorry.
Well, if you're a European watching, I know
it's
there's
6 p.m. It's dinner time. It's don't worry about it.
All right,
guys, we'll be right back. We're going to switch on over to Granary. We're going to have a little bit of music for you guys on the stream. When we come back, we will speak to Blank as well about his opinion onto Granary, exactly what these teams are going to be looking for onto that map as well, and what AG's odds are basically of actually taking a win here against the champions, the reigning champions.